is to be with around flowers. Having my daughter loves to collect beautiful flowers. So if you haven't created your new ritual or new habit that you do every single day, I can highly recommend that you bring in a habit of gratitude. So this is has changed my life. I've been writing in my gratitude diary for a couple of years now, and all I can say, it has changed my life. Um, I used to be grumpy. I used to be fed up. I used to be in chronic pain. I was, totally distraught with my, with the situation, my current situation, Then I was blaming and shaming everybody. I was, totally not responsible, taking responsibility for my situation. The habits that we have, the physical, mental, emotional habits that we have are creating our current situation, whether we like it or not, whether we want to accept that or not. We are co-creators of our life, and so it's very, very important to start to realize that. So anyway, getting back to what I was in, I would be a frustrated mother. I would be a frustrated partner. Everything was a grain, a grudge, a drain, negative. I had so much negativity and so much, disease in my body, as because I was having mental, emotional, low vibrational emotion. I was in habit of having low vibrational emotions, right? And low vibrational thoughts and all these things. So the habit of gratitude, I know in the beginning it was, to me as well, it seemed like, but how can I force myself to feel grateful for something that I don't, that I don't have, or that I have, and yet, I don't feel like it's grateful, right? Like, I'm grateful for my daughter. I don't feel like, it's just a pain in the ass most of the time, right? She was going through the terrible twos time, and it was anyway. So it wasn't, of course, her. It was me, right? I was conceiving and seeing motherhood and everything in my life as a weight, as a pain, as a drain, as a difficulty. I was, it was the way I was seeing. The way we see comes back to us in reality, and what we give out from ourselves. So I was feeling constantly pissed off with myself and not enough, and I was constantly shaming myself, and I wasn't loving myself and all these things. So of course I couldn't see gratitude, I couldn't see beauty, I couldn't see love, I couldn't see joy and bliss and these things, because I didn't have it internally, right? So gratitude has really changed. It's a game changer if you can bring it in as a habit, because then so the point is that we have to start thinking about what we want to feel, rather than letting our senses and the outside world give us the signal. We've always got a reason to be annoyed. We've always got a reason to be frustrated if we want, right? We've always got a reason to be fucked off and pissed off and whatever else, is going on, especially with people, like I had this, chronic pain and chronic dis-ease in my body. Of course, like, how can you be happy when you're in so much pain to bend over or move, right? And yet, what the name of the game is the change, this realization that what we create, what we feel inside is what we see externally. So it's an inside out game. What we create in our body, we then can experience on the outside, right? More and more and more. And that is just the F mindset change, right? So bringing in gratitude, and I'm going to just go through the steps of just a little bit of how you actually do that. Make sure that it is a thing that you do every single day. Make sure that you start off with simple things. So I start off with I used to say, I'm so blessed to be alive because I woke up on this beautiful day. But the more spiritual, or the more kind of connected, again, this wasn't like this, right? Now it's, in the last couple of years, I've been very, very much connected with the creator, whatever that is, or the vine, the field, the feeling of this connection, that we're all connected to each other. There's a kind of code going on, right? There's a kind of some kind of, it's not all just random, right? And if you want to go dive deeper into that, look into the works of the what's his name, Chopra. So the You Are the Universe is an amazing audio or book. Look into the Conversations with God, the A Course in Miracles, and what is it? The Law of One. All of those are kind of really, really helped me kind of like, well, get to some grounding in this kind of spirituality and not be, you know, on the base of religion. So like, I'm not religious in any way. In fact, I believe religion has created many wars. And so it's about being one with all, not just Christianity or Buddhism or whatever else, right? So, so now I write in my, so this is a bit of a ramble. I'm just being authentically me, and I'm telling you, trying to help you create a better life for yourself and to create better feelings. So when we start to realize that it's an inside out world, that what starts in first in us, we can then see in the outside world, you can start asking yourself, well, what feelings do I want to have every single day? What elevated emotions do I want to have? And gratitude is one of the highest. I think it's positioned on David Hawkins' around love, so around 600, right? Whereas all the others are much, you know, the low vibrations are anger, shame. Shame is the lowest, which is what we're doing most of the time to ourselves, right? We're shaming ourselves or others in this shame created world that we live in. Shame and blame. So we want to start creating, you know, what emotions do we want? We want emotions of love. We want emotions of gratitude. We want the moments of bliss. We want moments of peace, right? So what emotions do you want to feel? And then start to create them internally. And this can be done through meditation. This can be done through gratitude diary. This can be done for forgiveness journals. It could be through journaling, right? So this connection to self and to others was really deepened when I started this gratitude diary, and creating gratitude, the feeling of gratitude in my day. And it's also now, so it started off in the morning, and then it goes throughout the day. So I have several times where I'm now coming back to myself and feeling gratitude for the moment, for the isness of that moment, right? So start writing, you know, easy things like I'm grateful for the coffee, or I'm grateful for this bunch of flowers, or I'm grateful for my daughter, or I'm grateful for being alive today, and, you know, for my hair, or for my skin, or the beautiful sunny day, or whatever it is, right? I'm grateful, I'm blessed, or I'm grateful for. And so you start writing down, and you start, whatever you focus on expands. That's the most amazing thing. What you focus on expands. So once we start seeing, being and feeling grateful, you become more and more grateful, right? And the habit of being grumpy, you know, being in negative emotion is a habit, is a physical habit as well. We're actually addicted to the chemical release of those shaming emotions or angry emotions, right? Because it's a chemical fix. And what we know, what is comfortable, we do regularly is comfortable, and we want comfortableness in our body, right? So all of this creates a kind of negative spiral, of negative cycle, and also takes us further down, as I was explaining before in my other videos. So gratitude, start really simple, and then you can start becoming much more profound, right? So first of all, so I've been doing this for several years now. I start with the simple things in my life that I'm grateful for, that I'm alive, I'm drinking this beautiful coffee. Thank you for the taste of the coffee. Thank you for the feeling of the you know, the food, you know, the beautiful tahini and haru and what's it called in the great English? Harupi is carob, you know, paste, which I eat every single day. On a, you know, I just. So anyway, again, I lose my thread. Just keep it simple, right? And then what you can start to do once you've got the feeling of gratitude, and you can really start to be in that feeling of gratitude, so there's an elevated feeling, right, an emotion, you can start being grateful for the things that you don't have yet, but saying them in the present tense. So I am so grateful that I have now, whatever it is, a mobile home. My dream is to have a mobile home and travel around the world in it, right, while I'm working. This is my dream. And have this. I'm so grateful that, okay, this is what I have already, but it's something, a passion-based purpose project that you've become, that's becoming viable to live off, right? That's something that people might want. I'm so grateful for the pain-free body that I have now, and that gives me great joy, and I can do whatever I want, right? So you can start saying the things that you want in as if now you have them now, and creating this emotional up-levelment already. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer, right? So start creating gratitude in your life every single day. And I'm, for example, now, right, I am so blessed not only to be alive, because I know that I'm a spiritual being in having a human experience. So being alive is like, well, I'm always alive. I'm going to be eternally alive. But I'm having this, so I'm a spirit of love and light, having this human experience, right? So I'm saying I'm so blessed to be a spirit of beautiful light and love, and have a human experience, that I can hold and hug my daughter, that I can smile and be smiled back to, have this, two-way thing. If you are ultimate infinite spirit of light and love, you can't have these sensual experiences of the human experience that we have. We completely lose this, right? We lose this focus, because everything we have it every single day, and we just get used to it, right? But if you were just a spirit, right, the consciousness of the whole, right, you wouldn't be able to experience these beautiful flowers that are smelling here. You wouldn't be able to smell them, because you wouldn't have the human senses to be able to smell them. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to have these experiences that we have as a human, in a human body, like feeling the sun on our faces, or the cold when you go outside. And when you start to relish and cherish every single feeling and every single emotion as an experience of the human experience that we're having, and remembering that we're whole, and we're spirit, and we're completely, we are whole in ourselves, right? That we're not broken in some way. We're whole, we're connected, we are always connected. Then you can start to really relish. And this is not, obviously, I do this because I want to up level my emotions. I'm not in this state all the time, these states of bliss that I create, but I have a discipline of bliss. I create bliss in my life as a discipline. Blisscipline it's called. So I have rituals of compassion to myself and others. I have rituals of gratitude in the morning. I have rituals of forgiveness. I have rituals of envisioning of my future self, right? And connecting with that. So these are the kind of habits that I'm talking about when I talk about bringing in a new habit, right? So start with something really simple like gratitude. Bring in the daily gratitude that you have. I can't believe it's been 15 minutes. I'm talking for 15 minutes. I'm trying to keep these videos short, but I can't. So bring in gratitude as an April habit, right? And you'll be surprised, and leave me comments to let me know how it changes your life. You will be surprised from where you were in maybe in a shitty mood, and most of the time, and frustrated and angry and upset and shaming and criticizing, all the rest of it. And you will be amazed at how much you are attracted to this emotion of gratitude, and how much you want to start to cultivate it. You have to start to cultivate it in your life. We can't just accept, well, I want to be grateful. You've got to cultivate it, right? The habit of feeling grateful in your body. Okay, So I'm going to love you and leave you. This is a Saturday morning. I'm off to do the May Day, well, it's not actually May, it's the spring celebration at the play school that my kid's in, my daughter. So I'll send you some videos from that, and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.